ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 2008 ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮತ್ತೆ 2014 ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Before going to solve the problem, understand what is the meaning of repeated distribution method. Under this method, the overhead of one service department will be distributed to all other departments, including other service departments. For example, there are three production departments A, B, C, and there are two service departments D and E. Now these expenses is going to distribute to all the departments, that is A, B, C and also E. After distributing these expenses to A, B, C and E, then again E's expenses should be distributed to all the departments, that is production as well as service departments. Now E's expenses is going to distribute to A, B, C and D. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? till the amount distributed to service department become negligible. This problem has given in the year June 2008 and June 2014 for section C. Nishant Limited has 3 production and 2 service departments. From the following figures, prepare the overhead distribution summary using repeated distribution method for secondary distribution and calculate the overhead rate per labor hour. See, in the Nishant Limited, totally there are 5 departments are there. In that, 3 departments are production departments, that is A, B, C, and 2 departments are service departments, that is D and E. We need to prepare overhead distribution summary under the repeated distribution method, and also we need to calculate the overhead rate per labor hour. Then details are given for production department and also for service departments, that is direct material, direct wages, value of machines, floor area, HP of machines, number of light points and number of labor hours. Then other details are also given here, that is indirect material rupees 22,200. For this, which is the basis, we have to take direct materials. Then indirect wages rupees 15,600 is given at the time of distributing this cost to the production and as well as service department, which is the base we have to take direct wages. Then depreciation on machinery rupees 27,000 is given. For this, the basis of apportionment is value of machines. Then depreciation on building rupees 12,000 is given. For this, basis of apportionment is floor area. Then rent, rates and taxes rupees 9,000 is given. For this, the basis of apportionment is floor area. Then electric power rupees 33,750 is given. For this, the basis of apportionment is HP of machines. Then lighting rupees 2,400 is given. For this, the basis of apportionment is number of light points. Then general expenses rupees 7,800 is given. For this, the basis of apportionment is direct wages. Then see here, number of labor hours is given in the problem. This information is required to calculate the overhead rate per labor hour. For this number of labor, so there is no need to calculate the ratios. Then the last adjustment is given here. The service rendered by each service department to other departments is as under. At the time of distributing the service department cost to other departments, we need to take into consideration these percentages. Before going to do with the overhead distribution summary, I have calculated the ratios under working note. The columns required is particulars, production department. Under that, three columns, that is A, B, C, then service department. Under that, D and E, then total column. The first one is direct material. First, whatever that is given in the problem for direct material, we need to write. That is 45,000 for A, and for B 30,000, C is 15,000, D 12,000 and E 9,000. Simplify this by cancelling 3 zeros. 3 zeros na cancel ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 45, 30, 15, 12 and 9. Further we can simplify by divided by 3. 45 divided by 3, 15. 30 divided by 3, 10. 15 divided by 3, 5. 12 divided by 3, 4. 9 divided by 3, 3. Then write the ratios. Here 15 is to 10 is to 5 is to 4 is to 3. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? 37. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೇಜಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ that is here 30,000, 22,500, 15,000, 6,000 and 4,500. Here we can cancel how many zeros? 2 zeros we can cancel. That is we are going to get 300, 225, 150, 60 and 45. Again we can simplify this by divided by 15. 300 divided by 15, 20. 225 divided by 15, 15. 150 divided by 15, 10. 60 divided by 15, 4. 45 divided by 15, 3. Now the ratio for direct wages is 20 is to 15 is to 10 is to 4 is to 3 and the total is 52. Then for value of machines we need to calculate the ratio, and value of machines it is given only for the production departments A, B, C, that is 60,000, 45,000 and 30,000. First we can cancel 3 zeros. Now we are getting 60, 45, 30. Again we can simplify by divided by 15. Then we are getting the ratio for value of machines 4 is to 3 is to 2. The total is 9. Then for floor area we have to calculate the ratio. First write whatever that is given in the problem. 30,000, 20,000, 15,000, 10,000 and 5,000. First what we can do, we can cancel 3 zeros. Then divided by 5. We are getting the ratio 6 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1 and the total is 16. Next, HP of machine. First write what is given in the problem, and this HP of machine is given only for the production departments. That is 240, 200 and 160. We can simplify this by cancelling 1 zeros. Then again we can simplify by divided by 4. And the ratio what we are getting? 6 is to 5 is to 4. The total is 15. Next, number of light points. What is given in the problem? First we need to take, and we can simplify this by cancelling 1 zeros, and the ratio is 12 is to 9 is to 6 is to 3 is to 2 and the total is 32. Then number of labor hours, that is given only for production departments, and there is no need to calculate the ratio for number of labor hours because it is given for the purpose of calculating the overhead labor hour rate. After calculating the ratios, we are doing overhead distribution summary. Now the columns required is particulars, then basis of apportionment, total column, then production department. There are three columns are required, that is for A, B, C, and service department two columns is required for D and E. Then the first one is here direct material and direct wages I have written, but we are doing overhead. Overhead means only indirect expenses we should write, but whenever direct material, direct wages, direct expenses that is given for service department, we should treat it as indirect. So we have written direct material and direct wages only for the service departments D and E, and we should not write direct material, direct wages and direct expenses for production department. Okay, now for direct materials for service department D 12,000 is there and E 9,000 is there. If we add these two, we are getting 21,000. We need to put it in the total column, and in the basis of apportionment we can write as given in the problem. Next, direct wages also for D 6,000 is there and E department 4,500 is there. If you put total 10,500 will come. Next one is indirect material. For this basis of apportionment is direct material, and the ratio already we have calculated, that is 15 is to 10 is to 5 is to 4 is to 3, and the total is 37. Indirect material cost is there 22,200. This 22,200 we have to divide to all the 5 departments by taking this ratio, that is 22,200 into 15 divided by 37. For A department 9,000 will come, and for B 22,200 into 10 divided by 37 6,000 will come, and for C department 22,200 into 5 divided by 37 3,000 will come, and for D department 22,200 into 4 divided by 37 2,400 will come, and for E department 22,200 into 3 divided by 37,800 will come. Then indirect wages, for this basis of apportionment is direct wages, and we have calculated the ratio, that is 20 is to 15 is to 10 is to 4 is to 3, and the total is 52. And indirect wages expenses are 15,600 is there. This 15,600 should be distributed to all the departments by taking this direct wages ratio. Then depreciation on machinery, for this the basis of apportionment is value of machine, and the depreciation on machinery expenses are 27,000, and here the ratio is given only for the value of machine is for A, B, C, that is only for production department, and it is not given for service department, and this 27,000 we should distribute only to the production department by taking 4 is to 3 is to 2 ratio. Then depreciation on building, for this the basis of apportionment is floor area, and the cost is 12,000. This 12,000 should be distributed to all the departments by taking the ratio, that is 6 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. Then rent, rates and taxes, for this basis of apportionment is floor area, and cost is 9,000. This 9,000 should be distributed to all the departments by taking the ratio 6 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. Then electric power, for this the basis of apportionment is HP of machine, and the cost is 33,750. This 33,750 should be distributed to production departments, that is A, B, C, in the ratio of 6:5:4. Then lighting. For this, the basis of apportionment is number of light points and the cost is 2400. This 2400 should be distributed to all the departments with the help of this ratio, that is 12:9:6:3:2. And the last one is general expenses. For this, the basis of apportionment is direct wages and the cost is 7800. This 7800 should be distributed to all the departments by taking the ratio 20:15:10:4:3. Then we need to put the total for total column and production department A, B, C and service departments D and E. So we are getting total overhead as per primary distribution. It is a continuation of previous slide, that is overhead distribution summary under repeated distribution method. ನೋಡಿ previous slide ಅಲ್ಲಿ last sentence ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ overhead as per primary distribution summary ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಿ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇ ಇದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅದರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ, ಬಿ, ಸಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಇ. ನೋಡಿ, ಆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಡಿದು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 30%, 40%, 20%, 10% ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, 3:4:2:1 ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಅದನ್ನ. ಓಕೆ, ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, 25,050 ಇದೆ. ಈ 25,050ನ ಈ ರೇಷಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 25,050 into 3 divided by 10, 7,515. Then for B, 25,050 into 4 divided by 10, 10,020. Then for C, 25,050 into 2 divided by 10, 5,010. ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ 25,050ನ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ 25,050. ದೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇ, 25,050 into 1 divided by 10 ಅಂದರೆ 2,505 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಏನು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 52,275 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 7,515, 59,790 will come. Like that we have to add for B, C, D and E also. Then D ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 20,617 ಇದೆ. ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ನ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಟು all the departments including other service department also. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು, ಎ, ಬಿ, ಸಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು 10%, 20%, 50% ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 20% ಅಂತ ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, 1:2:5:2. ಈ ರೇಷಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎ, ಬಿ, ಸಿ, ಡಿಗೆ 20,617ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ 20,617 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು ನಿಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನು, ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು ಡಿದು. ಡಿದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ, ಎ, ಬಿ, ಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ by taking this percentage or ratio. Then add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ,
ಅಗೇನ್ ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 412 ಇದೆ. ಆ 412 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ನ ಈ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಡಿ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 83 ಇದೆ. ಈ 83 ರುಪೀಸ್ನ 3:4:2:1 ರೇಷಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಎ, ಬಿ, ಸಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಇ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು, 8 ರುಪೀಸ್ ಬಂತು ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು. ಇದನ್ನು ಎಗೇನ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ಗಿಂತ ಲೆಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದನ್ನು ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎ 63,155, ಬಿ 54,843, ಸಿ 43,254 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ overhead rate per labor hour. For this the formula is total overhead divided by number of labor hours. Total overhead ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎ 63,155 divided by 5,000 rupees 12.631 will come. Then for B 54,843 divided by 5,000 rupees 10.969. Then for C department 43,254 divided by 5,000 means rupees 8.651 will come. This is the overhead rate per labor hour.